Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's irritating. That also means when I upload this to YouTube, it's going to be two separate parts. Fun. That is, just fucking damn. Like, so isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like the channeling. Channeling? You know, I don't remember which one you are, fucking eeny, meeny, miny, or mo. I have no idea. Oh, no. Actually, the situation's kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there has been a murder. So, like, a murder is the thing, like, where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes. A person has killed another person. Oh, that's, uh, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer. Yeah. After all that effort, that's all she has to say? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Eeny Meeny. Or Miney. I don't know. But that is the play or the pun that they're going for there. So it's either Eeny Meeny or Miney. I don't know. I'm gonna call her Eeny Meeny for now. We'll find out if I need to change that later. Um, at the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. You do not look like you even know what that word means, never mind studying it. Pa Parapsychology. That's right. I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something. Like, supernatural phenomenon, ESP, and psychic powers, that sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Oh, the music. So, what brings you here today? I don't know what this voice is, but I'm going with it. So, I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know a good spirit medium? And Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Cause, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. I see. Then why were you taking a nap here? Like, I wasn't feeling good. Huh? I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they served for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. So I, like, felt sick and came in here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time. So you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place? Like, what? Oh, that! I, like, totally know nothing. I'm fucking slipping in and out of this voice. So who was, like, you know, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. She doesn't seem bothered. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like a long time ago. I can still remember. I was like a patient, yeah? She sounds like she's trying to hide something. Clearly. She's sticking her tongue out. I don't have anything to present, so I guess for now I just move. There's no one here, as usual. Isabels! Oh, hey! How are you? You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's that she's got in her hand? It's the key. I've seen it somewhere before. Jesus, Nick, you're dumb. Oh? What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? She fucking ran off. I was going... Whatever, Paul. Whatever. My nose won't stop running. I'm gonna need to take another antihistamine. Oh, cool. I can come in here now. Time to examine the crime scene. The police are busily running here and there. And I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you! Don't touch anything. Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? Wait, actually, examine first, because I'll probably find something that I need to ask you about. Wow, there's not really anything to examine. That's insane. Didn't it say there was a big heavy lock on the door? I can't... Okay, so... Oh, hey pal, no touching. Okay, that's why I can't examine anything. Okay? Okay, dude. I'm just looking at it. Hey, I can't be too careful. If a kid like her can be a murder suspect, how can I? You know Maya! You know Maya. We've been through this before. I guess if I want to search this room, I'm gonna have to come back later. Okay, so that's why I couldn't do anything. About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Haha, but is she? That's how this game works. There's gotta be some way that someone else did it. I'm quite glad that I actually, like... I remember, like, vaguely the beats of the story and who the big bad is at the end, and I'm trying not to reveal who the big bad is at the end. But I don't remember exactly how things play out in the story, so I don't know. Like, I know who the murderer is, but I don't know how the murderer committed the murder. I don't know how, you know, all of that shit happened. And I'm quite glad, because I remember the first game so well for some reason, and this one I don't. So it's like a mystery. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But Maya's... You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and it's collecting that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. And yet, something about his expression still looks the same. Cause of death, was it a gunshot? So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? Twice, there was 2 gunshots. Oh yeah, he was shot in the forehead! But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. Overkill much? What about the second shot? We had 2 shots. A knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed and then he was shot. Wait, that's it? She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her again. Lotta? God, don't let it be me next. Don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine. Oh my god, she's my Maya right now. I'm asking her if she has any ideas. I guess I've got to examine places now. Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you? Nah. Well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. Huh? What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you. This is just too much, I say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. Going after photos more within your reach from now on. More glamour, less gore. What's up? Oh yeah! What is it? I took some hot pictures earlier. Thank you, I needed some evidence. Huh? Yeah, she was taking pictures, remember? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside, like, immediately. Actually, that's actually pretty good. She's got some photos of the crime scene before anyone had a chance to touch it. Oh, she did. 2 even. The Seance Murder. She'll like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lotta... Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century. That's not... Bye. I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. Wait, I didn't even get the photos. Why does it feel like we've been through this before? Because we have. Oh, dear madam, you have such impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz? Alright everyone, listen up. You too, pal. Me? I'm gonna give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation is not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. Oh, okay. Night. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. And I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. Next morning. Yawn. Morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP. Oh, cool. It's just taking me there. Oh, Maya. Oh, Nick. Nick. Maya. What am I going to do? Never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here in this detention center. No, you actually met her in the office. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's powers, so... I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but... You don't have to be nice to me. I understand. Oh my god, this sad music. So, you're the master or something of the Crane School of Channeling? Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title is passed down from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Bro, I've seen you do that shit. Of course I believe it. Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Maya's channeling a spirit, not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay. We closed our eyes and I began the channeling. This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself and my consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing. When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It went something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to that. There was a really familiar smell too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before. I guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? Prepare what? Prepare it? Prepare what? I'm confused. Oh, huh? It? What is it? The documents requesting me to be your attorney, of course. But what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did. I killed that person with these two hands. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it. Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared. Oh no, Maya. Don't worry, I will. When's the trial? Probably tomorrow. It sounds like tomorrow, there, see? As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait. This jewel. Hey! It's a Magatama! Here we go with the Cyclops. This is called a Magatama. It's a magical charm and it's always protected me. Give this to Pali and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. It's small but has a deep, profound aura about it. It's also a real thing, which is awesome. What happens if I just present the Magatama to Maya? Right, now I need to go find Pearl. I have to save Maya no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? The meditation room nurtures all mediums, young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. But it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school? Huh? Stretch. Oh, hey, like, you're that guy from yesterday. That, dentist guy? No, I'm a lawyer. You absolute dumb bitch. That's right. Mr. Smith, Esquire. Fucking close enough. That's right. I mean, you're wrong. My name is Wright. Smith, Wright. Well, I got like 3 letters at least. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that is 3 letters. I don't think she gets the point. Her sprite animation reminds me of Trucy. But Trucy's cute. Anyway, why are you here? So, like, oh god, study this thing called parapsychology at this college, and you told me about this yesterday, the sesame seed allergy too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay, like, it's really... That's it? Why did you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? If Lotta ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. So, why are you still here today? Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like what? Like, the medium's training? Or, like, how they inherit their spiritual power? I suppose this village is the real thing after all. So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer. She sure seems like the carefree type, at least on the surface. Have you heard about the murder? Have you heard about the murder? It's, like, totally scary. She says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? So how? I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know who you're talking about. Ah. Okay, she's gonna have Cyclops, so I need to find Pearl. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday too. That's right, her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh really? Why are you chewing on your hat? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like, a long time ago, I was, like, a patient, and, blah, 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 blah. Again with the Trucy animation. Okay, she's definitely hiding something from me, which is why I need to find Pearl, because I need her to charge my Magatama. Like, is something wrong? Oh, fuck. I guess I might as well examine this room. Huh. Now where did this box come from? I'm sure this wasn't here last night. Okay, you said last night. Maybe I should have searched this place yesterday. It looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's really big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. You left the blanket a mess. Are you going to fold it? Like, I had a really good nap, and like, I was thinking of leaving it like this, so like, it's all set for tonight. It's a decorative wooden bear sculpture. That's a bear? I thought it had tusks. There's a plate attached to the base. Crane Village, the heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir. Isn't it cute? I like totally bought that. Ah, so it's yours, huh? Yeah, so like this village is really famous for like channeling and bears. Wait, famous for bears? But it's like, okay, if you ever like see a bear, you just play dead and they like leave you alone as opposed to coming to eat you. Is that right? I don't think it is, if I remember rightly. It's one of those things, it's like people say that, but it's a misconception. I'm supposed to act big. Yeah, because like fighting back is totally of no use. Has she actually tried to fight one? Small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these in the office, it would end up as a storage space. But here it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. This is the first time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. From here I can see the winding way and the little garden in the courtyard. Okay, that appears to be it for here. It looks like there's a room over there too. A peaceful feeling is emanating from it. It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to those tiny villages like this. So every family has to burn their own trash. That's an assumption, dude. A splendid garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in, although that incinerator piques my curiosity. I've already looked at it. What more do you want me to do? Okay, that seems to be it for here. Am I allowed to investigate now? Oh, sweet. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh, God. Oh, Mr. Wright. Sir. You're not calling me sir anymore. Good morning. I am on my way to go meet Mystic Maya. And I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you'll lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Seems to be a thing. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. Oh, she's one scary lady. Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too, while I have the chance. Now I'm going to search the room first. The meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy looking door. The lock on it is broken because, well, I broke it. It doesn't seem possible, but I managed to break it pretty badly. When we want to do something bad enough, people can do the most amazing things. He is essentially a mum lifting a car off of a toddler. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. The straw in the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. No matter what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood in the centre here. It's not in the centre. Really? Why is it letting me check that again? It's beautiful and expensive look folding screen. It also looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it, but I can't read it. Why? It's probably Chinese too. It's a hole. Could this have been made by a bullet? 8 inches off the ground. It's a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. I guess this is an altar? Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface, and some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. I guess they're used during the channeling. There is some empty space behind the folding screen. The lights of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. I hope no one is hiding back there. Thank you, you've just explained how someone else could have been in the room. God damn it, Nick, you dumb. I'd like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? I want food. Maybe I should order food. That man murdered me. So I killed him. Every time I've read that, this is the 3rd time I've read that, I think, and it's the 3rd different way I've read it as well. Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Bye. What happened here in this room after I left? Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head to make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique? The spirit of that nurse was inside Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world. Interesting. Because in Spirit of Justice, the most recent Phoenix Wright game, they went over this again, and they have to use a special Magatama to do that. But she's making it sound like you just have to, I don't know, say some words or something. I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. I don't know. By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chamber? This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday. Well, it's not going to protect everyone, it just protects people outside of the room. Which it kind of did, I guess. What do you mean? Sometimes when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? But how? When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and herself steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir. But isn't that extremely dangerous? An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit. But Maya, I mean Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling. And that's why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I'm grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. And that would be that folding screen there. It was a crying sacred. It is the crying sacred writings, along with the crying sacred urn. They are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out there's something that happened to either one, or the humanity, I'd for her to be worrying about that folding screen at a time like this. Also, it's got a bullet hole in it, love. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. So, how is Paul today? Mr. Wright? Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the supernatural power to become a master. Spiritual, not supernatural. That's very impressive. Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy and the pride of the Branch family. Wow, she's really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours, perhaps it's best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? Well then, I do believe it's time for me to take my leave. Alright, please tell Maya I said hi. Mystic Maya. What was that? I mean Mystic Maya. I will tell her. Sigh. Pearl, I've been looking for you. You surprised me. And how are you today? Huh, I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Huh? She's still holding something in her hand. It looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Pearl, talk to me. What about if I give you this? Oh, yeah, Maya said to give you this. Oh no, I'm in trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling. That's Mystic Maya's. Huh? She actually spoke. Who are you? I'm Phoenix Wright. I worked with Maya. You worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right? Yay, here we go. I am Mr. Nick, yes. Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from. I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her face. Look at her little face. What? Yay, Pearl theme. So then, of course, you're going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right? Well yeah, I will. Oh wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes, it must be true love. What? Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid? Oh, he's embarrassed. I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. What a wonderful relationship. Wait, I mean, we aren't. Things aren't like. I can tell you're a really good person. All right, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm going to help you in any way I can. Thank you. Wait, can you charge it? So that is Mystic Maya's Magatama. It's one of the most important heirlooms of Crime Village. Is it? I thought that wasn't mentioned. Please make sure to take good care of it. Yeah, I will. Is it really okay for me to have such a priceless object? Pal, are you friends with Maya? I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her. Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered. Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad. Oh, sorry. But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her. Where in the world did she get an idea like that? Maya? Maya, you been saying stuff? By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from? Oh, Pal. Which channeling school? Yes, for example, I study the crying technique. Oh, I get it. No, I'm a lawyer. A lawyer. 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 Yes. Yep. Is that related to spirit mediums in any way? None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is? I'm sorry, but I have no idea. Maya did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world. So what's that you've got there, Pearl? Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you. Yes, I'll take the key. Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me. Hee, you look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick. She not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too. I know what that key's for. Mr. Nick? Yes, pals? I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you pal. Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama? Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you. But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy. Spiritual energy? Yeah, she's recharging the batteries in my Magatama. Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful. What do you mean? It will let you see people's secrets. See people's secrets? Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret. I know where there's someone hiding a secret. Also, kind of curious. Oh, no, it's not changed. Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today. Oh, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter? What? No. How old do you think I am? I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. I, totally don't know him. Here we go. Cyclops. The game's new edition. What the fuck is that? You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart. Huh? What? This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these Cyclops, Mr. Nick. Cyclops? Huh? The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you will see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it. Unlock? But how? Sometimes it's presenting evidence. Sometimes you just say specific things and it, you know, they give it up. Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person. I didn't read that before I skipped. I think that's what she said. Yeah, please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person. And let's remove the lock. I don't know what she's talking about, but guess I'll give it a try. Just throw the Magatama at her face. You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Well, I've got to start somewhere. Let's give this Cyclock thing a try. I'm going to ask you again. Did you know Dr. Gray? I totally don't know that guy. Like, you're totally more persistent than a roach. And your way of speaking is annoying. But I'm guessing it's an act. This girl is hiding something, I'm sure of it. I guess I have no choice but to remove this lock. Alright, so first I have to use Maya's Magatama. Oh. I have to back out and present the Magatama. The victim. Eeny meeny. I can't say that with a straight face. I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? Well, it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly? I should try to show that that possibility existed, for now. Huh, so something that shows a possible connection between Amy and Dr. Gray. I don't have anything. Yeah, I don't have anything. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Someone give me some evidence? I have zero evidence. Hey, it's you, pal. So you're going to be a lawyer, I bet. Yes. Oh. I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. Oh, there's pals. Huh, I'm not scary, honest. Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know, I'll show you something cool. How's this? A real, genuine pistol. Gumshoe? Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing? Showing her something that this isn't America. Except it's Japanifornia, so it kind of is. Oh, sorry. Wait, bro, are you aware of this? Oh, I better shut my mouth. What? I'm not gonna give you any information about evidence, pal. Oh. What about this? So, about this key. Hey, is that your house key or something, pal? Come on, does this look like a house key to you? Then what's it for? It's... Huh, actually, I should probably keep that a secret. It's my bicycle key. Oh, nothing special, huh? What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces. You've got proof? Yeah, pal. That puffy-haired photographer is going to testify tomorrow. He must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta. Yeah, she did say earlier that she took some pictures. Lotta's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realised by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. What am I supposed to say to pals now? About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over the tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and... Huh? I could have sworn I cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. He's searching through his pockets, and boy, are those big. Huh. It looked really interesting, too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? I don't even know what you're looking for. A copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. Ah, okay. About Maya's trial tomorrow. I've got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. 2? Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So which do you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to like it. Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. Yes! 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 What? Von Karma? No, not that one. Manfred Von Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Wait a sec. Didn't Von Karma stand trial and... That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. Yeah, he stand trial, was found guilty, and has likely been executed. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor? Franziska! So, who is this successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal. It's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Huh. Kid, huh? Wait a sec. The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about. Oh, no, the kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. If I remember rightly, in the original, in the Japanese version of this game, Von Karmas are actually from America, or in America, that's where she was, which is quite amusing to me. That country's got a lot of stuff, and it's a great place to develop a person's talents. The country's got a lot of stuff. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Ugh, still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. All of them being Edgeworth. Stop it, get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. He's gone. He's gone. None of that matters anymore. Now that he's gone. This is what I mean about them playing into this. So I need to go get that newspaper clipping. Yeah, did he leave it there? Phew, feels like I've been gone forever. But it's only been one day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? It's there. Ah, here it is, right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died from malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. Well, let me read it then. Oh, it won't let me read it. I guess that's what I'm supposed to show to fucking eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Because I have no idea what else I would be showing her. Nothing new. Like, that is a big leap, though. I mean, I guess if it's the only thing I have, of course it would be the thing I present. She's just dancing away. Here's your proof. Like, what is that? Ouch, I guess it doesn't have anything to do with it, huh? Oh, okay. Paul did warn me. Paul did warn me. Oh wait, I've got to show it to Gumshoe, haven't I? He's the one that was looking for it. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you, she said. If I don't have enough evidence, I should probably stop. I should take another look at the court record and think it through one more time. God, no. It's the I know a lot of people are annoyed by that in this game, having to go through that whole thing. Like, especially if someone's got like 4 or 5 Cyclocks and you break 3 of them, but you don't have enough to get the 4th one. If you back out of that, you have to go through and re-break the 3. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and... Hey, it's that news story. The one about the malpractice suit. 14 patients died and it caused a huge stink. Yep. But that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. We don't even know the nurse's name at this point. It seems the nurse is relevant. Oh. We have more. Would I be able to read that? Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. I thought you lost it. Here, pal. This is for you. Oh, thanks, Gumshoe. Alright, thanks. Meanie. Nurse at Gray's surgical clinic died after falling asleep at the wheel. Now that's a very unique name you have right there. Thank you, Gumshoe. That makes so much more sense than that dumb newspaper clipping. If any of the other Oops. I meant to present the Magatama. My brain was thinking a bit too far ahead. She didn't react to that because her sister's name on it? Or her mum? Oh. What am I playing at? I know exactly who that is. I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. Take a look at this newspaper clipping that I just showed you and you got really confused about. So, you know, there's that. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Meanie? Meanie is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Meanie wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed. She was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse, perhaps, at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray's surgical clinic? I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Why are you chewing on your hat? Yay! Please tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Meanie. She was, like, a nurse at Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like, a total slave driver. My sis was, like, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Which would imply that her falling asleep at the wheel, the car crash, was actually his fault. Because he overworks his staff. Wiped out? So, is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy, like, drove my sis so hard. So, like, that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice. Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault too. My sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectations and, like, her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to death. Her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. So, like, are we done? I've, like, already told my story to, like, everyone. Well, then why were you trying to hide it from me? Also, why are you being like, yeah, well, I'll be your friend, I'll be helpful for you if you blame him for your sister's death, huh? Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psyche lock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. You might even meet some people with black psych locks, which secrets that they don't even know that they're hiding. They're really hard to break, and we only see them twice throughout the entire series. I think Christoph Gavin's got one, and we never break those, and Athena has one, but we do break, well, she has like 5, we do break those. But that's way in the future. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Okay, pals. Wait, sorry, I did already search her, yeah. Mr. Nick? What's wrong? I have never left Crane Village. Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing. You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Oh, pals. Bye, pals. Hey, wait. She ran off again. Well, I know Ini's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. I think we're about to start the trial, and I want to do a little bit of the trial because I need to see Franziska. I love Franziska. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That voice. Mia! It's Mia! It's Mia! Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Hi, Mia! Does Maya know that she's channeling you right now? Actually, I don't think she would want to channel anyone after that's happened. Mia, she's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. The spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. That's the point. It seems like she's literally just possessing Maya every now and then. It doesn't seem like Maya's ever intending to actually call her. So that one time that she was trying to call her and it didn't work. She couldn't get it to work. But all the other times it really seems like Mia's just like, excuse me, And then afterwards, Maya's like, what are you talking about? Did I fall asleep? What did I miss? Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad. It's your sister, dude. Mia. You can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. You can. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But... So tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble. Again. Oh, Mia has no idea. I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. Fake it till you make it. That is? Tell me, please. Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. God damn it. Hey, look what I got. This is Maya's Magatama, isn't it? Why do you have it? Maya gave it to me, but... I see. This is something very important to me. Take good care of it, okay? You said it's Maya's Magatama, but making it sound like it's yours. She's looking at it with a soft look in her eyes. Could you take a look at this? to Mia, really? Is that really all you have, Phoenix? There's no time left. Try to show me something that will help you tomorrow's trial. Okay. Hey, do you know what this is? Mia, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. She's got a good point. Maya's supposed to have had that key. So you can assume that Morgan took it from Maya. So how did Pearl get the key? She says she found it. What does she mean? It's very basic, dude. I'm certain that this will be a piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. No. Show my attorney's badge. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? How can you think she is? It's Maya. I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. So she was being buried alive? They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she says she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that's impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then, what does this mean? That she wasn't channeling? I think it's a safe bet that Maya was set up. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid off this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. The key. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix, you already hold the key. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold. I've already done this. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to the case is? I think I was supposed to show her the key after I spoke to her. You already know what the key to this case is. That's enough. But... How can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... I didn't know it at the time. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Oh, shit! Mia? What? What's wrong? Bitch, you know I have this Magatama. That's right, only I can see the Cyclops. But she knows what they do, and she knows I have it. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me... What in the world is going on? To be continued. Oh shit, Mia's got some Cyclops. That I'm guessing I won't be able to break for a while, so there's that. Unless the Magatama, the key, and the newspaper clipping are the answers. Oh, here we go. What? Prosecutor von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, all so he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Though he didn't. Because Edgeworth's dad fucked him over. Well, fucked his record over. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. Oh, I'm excited. It's no good. Mystic Maya! Pearly! You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. She said she'd never left the village before. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. Oh, Pearls. I love Pearls. She's so cute. She fucking ran 2 hours. Shit, that's 2 hours by transport as well. That was probably more like 4 hours. Even running, her tiny legs. That's... I can't... Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train... Oh man. That's what I just said. Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a tray-in? I give up. It's time, isn't it? How did she know this is where we would be? She didn't even know what a lawyer was. I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. We don't speak his name. Mr. Edgeworth? Who's that? Nick's estranged boyfriend who I just fucked off, and now Nick's having like a major meltdown. Like, I can't mention his name, it hurts. He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. Yeah! I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday. Every trial is a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. We just worked really well together. That was always back and forth. It was always back and forth with them when your rivals for. But when your rivals for life, Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. I'm having a really hard time getting over him, and you're not helping. You know how painful it was for me, Aya. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. If I was Myra, I'd be like, okay, tell me in like 5 words or less. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? There she is! There she is, there she is, there she is. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? That's not normally how you do that. Look at her. Look at her. What is with this kid? Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. Hi! You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? Hold on, so she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father? Manfred Von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ow. I'm talking. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Ow! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, like I haven't heard that before. I was about to make a very inappropriate joke there, and I was like, nope, don't go there. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. Do you ever win a case against me, though, bitch? The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor, does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Ah, here we go. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. Speaking of, did you know spirit mediums can't dream? 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. Thanks for explaining that. We could very easily make a solid case, but it was self-defense, but no, we're going not guilty. The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. Aren't I technically a witness? She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. Isn't it a conflict of interest for me to be trying this case? But then again, wasn't it a conflict of interest for me to be trying fucking Edgeworth's case too? Sorry, I mean he who shall not be named. Witness, your name and occupation? Yes, sir. My name is Dick. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah? Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside that room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke down the door, hi, and rushed into the room. That was me. Ah, and that's when they found the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time then. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. That's another thing. Where the fuck would that gun have come from? The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point-blank range. The court accepts this into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Okie dokie. I want to know about the gun. Okay, I was looking for the thing where it brought up the picture of the gun, but... The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. Oh. Why did he have a gun? The victim? Now, why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is that you're missing whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Of course there were fingerprints. Along with the victims. The defendant, Maya Faye's, were also on the grip cell. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. Ah, I walked right into her hands there. Her hands? Her trap, maybe, but definitely walk into her hands. The shot was fired at point blank range. Let me guess. How did you know? Gunpowder residue, right? Point blank, huh? So, about how far away is that? Really? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. Wait, 12 to 20... So it's not, like, pressed up against. And how did you know he was shot at point blank? Tisk, 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 Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Oh, I nearly got through that. I nearly got through that. Gah. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? On the victim. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and it gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. How did you not know that? How are you a lawyer? But before the victim was shot, he was stabbed in the chest. We have the knife. Stabbed. And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course my face fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? Oh, this does not look good. Ha ha ha. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? I don't know what. I've got nothing to present, so I'm just gonna press everything. How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. If you'd been stabbed, surely we would have heard him being like, I've been stabbed. But maybe not. I mean, the door looks pretty thick, so I don't know. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Are you arguing that she didn't? She stabbed him in self-defense? Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yes, probably. Yep, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point-blank range is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Oh, what a pain. That's enough. We've clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. We will take them into evidence. 2 shots were fired, so yeah, 2 shots were fired. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case, but the other gunshot. Naturally. It's going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there? There is. The second gunshot has not been, well, accounted for. Seems like the bullet hasn't been found. Me having the key to the case, insinuates that there was a way someone else could have been in the room. That they couldn't have gone in there whilst we were waiting outside, but... Yes? Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It is the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See? Just as I promised, Mr. Felix, right? You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. I haven't changed it. What will you do, Mr. Wright? I'm not going to change my plea. Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way. Oh my god. I pressed A to try and skip the dialogue there. I'm so glad that my A button did not work that time. Because, oh my god, it was just as that came up and I would have clicked plead justified self-defense. No, I'm sticking with not guilty. If we plead justified self-defense, we're still accepting that Maya murdered someone. We'd basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labelled as a murderer. I can't let that happen. Not today, Von Karma. Your Honor? Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. Boom. Ow. You. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective? Yes, sir? Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike. Uh-oh. Yes, sir. Now, see here, proceedings are run by... Eek. They're run by me, bitch! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Oh, would those be the photos? Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. And a hole in the sleeve. Bullet hole? The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this is the costume. Wait, what does it matter if you claim he was fighting back or not? We're not going for the justified self-defense. There certainly is evidence of backspray of evidence of a backspray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Ha! What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name, it's disturbing. Trying to think if I have anything to present here. No. What motive? What's the motive? Why does motive only ever matter if I'm the one that has to say there is a motive? If the prosecution decides there doesn't need to be a motive, then it's fucking fine, isn't it? Maya's costume? Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? She probably feels more comfortable dressed like that. This blood on the costume belongs to the victim, yes. It's the victim's blood. It just proves that someone was wearing it. So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Doesn't prove that Maya was wearing it. Done like a hair and fiber test shit on it. Definitely not good. So were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well. If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad. Not enough time. Let's move on. What? Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Now even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Press. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. Yeah, probably the bullet hole in the sleeve. I just have to look harder. You don't have to look hard at all, it's right there, Mr. Wright. Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There is no way for you to poke a hole in it. Looks like my time is up. So, about the costume. There is one little thing. Your Honor? Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Uh-oh. Where is this problem you're talking about? I've come this far, there's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. Boopy doopy doopy. Boop. There. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Oh my god! Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. Looks like I've found the hole I was looking for. There's another joke that I could have made there that I'm really restraining myself from making. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that this must be a bullet hole. Order, order, order. This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence is still holds. Continue with your testimony. That, just now, was a fluke. Nothing more. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. If she was holding the pistol out in front of her, for example, to shoot him in the forehead, her sleeve would have been dangling down. It wouldn't have been in front of the gun. So, how did she manage to shoot through the sleeve? This is a huge oversight. Well, I agree it's a mistake on the part of the police. What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you don't find more definitive problem with the evidence, then no way. It's a question of where the hell that bullet hole in her sleeve came from. Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Unless she was like hiding it up her sleeve like a badass. Is it on both sides of the sleeve? Yes, sir. I feel like that bullet hole in the sleeve might prove someone was fighting. There was something going on. He wasn't fighting back. How do you know if he was or wasn't? We could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically. Ugh, we're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. That Von Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, and I'll have her. Okay, I think my health bar's full, so I should be okay. E? Yes? The music stopped, so I think that means yes. Detective Dick Gumshoe! Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yes, but Von Karma's going to turn around and say, again, that proves nothing. You're going for not guilty, not justified self-defense or whatever it was. So, that doesn't change the fact that she killed him.
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlook supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? Oh, you're right. It seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. It would be self-defense, and again, that doesn't change anything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Huh. What is with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Ms. Von Karma? It seems that Maya Fey was shot by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Yeah. Now that you... Why, that's right. Which means the defense is yet to prove anything at all. No. Well, yes, that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet in the hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. Huh? How so? Yeah. Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together this scenario all by myself? Yes, sir. Right away, sir. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Yeah, that does sound like that is probably what happened, but does make sense. Yeah, but it's obviously not what happened, isn't it? Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, on the surface it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please. Let me have a look at the court record. There's no motive. About 8 inches off the ground. It is very low. Would that be the other bullet then? The one that went through the sleeve of her robe? 8 inches off the ground. Okay. And it was aimed in that direction. For it to have hit that, he would have... It's a weird angle. I don't think I have anything to present there. Oh, or maybe... Okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Because we've not proven that that is the bullet hole. Yeah, no. What is her motive? There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. That's a good point, actually. Are their heights listed? No. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now you mention it, yeah, I guess. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Mr. Phoenix Wright, Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Korean channeling technique, the medium physically changes. Oh, she knows her shit. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Korean channeling technique. Why can't I say that? Like I said before, I am perfect. About what you were talking about, I don't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterwards I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. What? I would say what he said there was actually quite useful in helping people understand. Sorry. Where in the world did that pistol come from? It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically brought it for that day. But a handgun? He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did Mr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? So, you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them, they were already fighting when a shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. The defendant then picked her, then they opened, took the victim's gun and ended it. Shot him right between the eyes though. Maya has never fired a gun in her life, but we don't know that the nurse hasn't. The victim had already taken off the safety, she just had to pull the trigger. With the safety off, even an amateur like you could fire it just by pulling the trigger. Yeah, but again, the fucking right between the eyes. Even me? I wonder. Now do you understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad. But there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. Uncovering it is gonna uncover the truth, I can feel it. Okay, so I have to present something then. Maybe it's the fact that he was shot at point blank. No. I don't know. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. I've got to present something, but what and where? Um... It's gotta be this. Nope. I'm really just guessing now. Nope. I'm gonna have to reload this. I haven't made any progress anyway, so it doesn't matter. I've pressed every statement, so... Again, there's no motive. That's what I don't understand. There's no motive. But again, I don't have to fucking prove a motive. They have to. I have to prove a motive when they want a motive, but they don't have to prove a motive when I want one. Which is quite annoying. I mean, I guess that doesn't make sense. If they were close, it would be more likely that he would hit than miss. But what would I... I don't even know. What? I did that by accident. Wait, what? Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Huh? What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testament. I still don't understand. I did that by accident. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said that the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? There is one on there, is there not? Yeah, it looks like there's a little burn mark around the edge of the bullet hole. Okay, now I understand, but still. Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh. But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. I thought there was. That's a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? That the bullet was fired from further away, so they weren't fighting. It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? As if that were even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Oh. Well, then... That's right, the defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful, I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. Okay, obviously it doesn't make sense. There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal? Flaw? Oh. Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. Ah. That must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Yeah, now I present the following screen. About 8 inches off the ground. But if she'd pushed him and he'd say fell over, he would be aiming up, so the bullet wouldn't have gone into the screen there. That implies that he was aiming down, or he was on the floor aiming straight. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that? A folding screen? I would like to point to the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at the height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... When the shot was fired, Maya, I mean the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Order. This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. and the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Like... here? Here? She was standing here, near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole, but how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? No, it's got to be further than 20 inches for there not to be a gunpowder burn. That's impossible. But why? You of all people should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she was shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you... Oh, my headset's falling off. I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defense's situation? Yes! Of course it has! Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at that time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen. Exactly. If Maya Fey was a real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Oof. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the blast radius of disaster. You're such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective? How dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How is this all my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing that three-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured your punishment will come later. Punishment? Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess, thank God. I am so done today. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Oh my God. I'm so hungry. I'm so done.